Welcome to her wind down. Today we're going to be discussing a very serious topic, a topic about bullying. Statistics tells us that 20% of children are being bullied right now. And now with the social media going on, it's even higher. What if your child was being bullied? So let's talk about that.
What's your wind down? Tell me, what's your wind down? What's your wind down? Tell me, what's your wind down? Show me, tell me, what's your story? I wanna hear it, what's your opinion? Like it, love it, it's tag or post it, retweet or repost it. She's my sister, she's my friend. We stay rolling till the end. We stay vibing no matter what we're riding. We can laugh, be shy or cry. Let's find answers, not ask why. We stay vibing no matter what. We're smiling, we're smiling. I got this, you got this. We got this, we good. I got this, you got this. We got this, we good.
Welcome to her wind down. Today we're going to be discussing a very serious topic, a topic about bullying. Statistics tells us that 20% of children are being bullied right now. And now with the social media going on, it's even higher. What if your child was being bullied? So let's talk about that. What if your child was being bullied? But before we answer that, have you guys ever been bullied before, like in school, work?
They've tried it, and then I remember girls used to try to come up to me and push me, and I'll push them back, and they'd be like, "Oh, you cool? We can hang out." They tried it, to see. Oh, let me see. Is she a pushover, or is she with it? Oh, I'm with it. And they're like, "Oh, girl, you cool? Let's hang out. What you doing after school?"
I have the funniest story because I was the bully. Don't laugh.
Jesus!
I was the bully, but the bully, it was this girl that used to sit in front of me. Her name was, Anna, and it's funny because I bullied her when we were in third grade, and she ended up marrying my brother. She's my sister-in-law right now, and it's so funny.
She's like, okay, I got something for you.
Yes, she married my brother. I used to pull her hair from, I used to sit in back, and I used to just pull her hair. It was so pretty. I don't know. She was just.
She said it was so pretty.
A target.
No, she was in front of me, and it was like I had nothing else to do. I was just, the kid,
how about
the problem
schoolwork?
child.
Classwork?
Yeah, that was done. And so she would sit there. She was so quiet, and the smaller girls always think they're big and they can fight and all that. And I didn't know how to do all that. I just had mouth in school, but she was older and she was bigger, and I used to just pull her hair from the back like this, and she'd be like, "Stop it, you make me sick." And I used to be like, "I don't care." Pull it. And then I was friends with her though. Later on in we started being friends, we hung out or whatever, and she started dating my brother, and she married him. So to my sister-in-law, I'm so sorry for bullying you. I love you so much.
You're not invited to family dinner.
I know, right? She loves me now. And
I feel like
her.
I was bullied in every grade level.
Wow.
Really?
Yes, crazy.
No way.
Second grade, my mom gave me 2 ponytails, and a little boy was like, you got ponytails, so I put my hood over my head, and I was like, I don't care, whatever. He kept on messing with me, and I was like, I'm about to fight. To fight. And so then I remember in 5th grade, a girl wanted to fight me over a boy in the 5th grade because he kept on wanting to play tetherball with me. I'm like, am I about to fight?
That mean he likes
Because he wanted to play tetherball? No, but the girl wanted to fight me, not the boy.
Oh, wow.
And so I'm like, okay, I guess I'm about to fight again.
Like that.
Yep.
Yeah, 6th grade, another girl, she came up to me. She was like, I'm going to fight you at lunchtime. Why?
What did I do?
So then I get into a fight with her, and then I get suspended. I come back to school. A girl I was hanging out with said, "Oh, you think you could fight, huh?"
Wow.
So then she wanted to fight. I'm like, why?
Did you fight?
I fought.
You telling me it was a love and
Did you win?
Yeah, I won. Every time.
No, this is bad.
But this is the thing. I'm thinking, why? Then I go to high school. And then a girl was like, "Oh, you think you cute, huh?" What the heck is going on? Do I have something on my forehead? It's like she's ready to fight, you know? And I'm like, what is going? So then I got in a fight in the 9th grade. My mom was supposed to come pick me up. They was going to send me to OCS. You know, she was like picking up somebody from the airport. I'm only going around one time. If you're not there, I'm leaving. So she left me. They put me in OCS. I was like, oh, I do not like high school that much. And then all of a sudden, 10th grade, I got into another fight. And I'm like, this is crazy. And then another girl came up to me. We were running track. And she said she wanted to play fight in front of the boys.
Wow.
And she scratched me. And I'm just like, oh, we fighting. Just forget it. So after a while, I was just like, I guess this is practice.
Wow.
You know, but I know everybody's like, somebody, every year.
That's crazy.
Every year somebody was like, oh,
let's
we
get
fighting.
it.
I'm like, is this a joke? Yeah, but it's crazy. But what do you do when it's now your child?
Yeah.
My son was being bullied in kindergarten.
Really?
And I don't know what the heck they were feeding them other kids, but when I tell you them little girls looked like they was from the South and corn-fed, and I was like, and they liked him. When I would go and pick him up, they were like, oh, that's Chris's mom. And I'm like, this is kindergarten. Ain't this a little too soon for this? Like, why do you know who I am, little girl?
Right.
But they would pick on him and pick on him and pick on him. I'm like, okay, Chris, don't hit a little girl. Don't hit a little girl. So then now the little boys started picking on him. So they was picking on him. I was like, punch him. Punch him, because all you got to do is hit one, and the rest of them gonna know.
Turn around.
And that's what he did. And then they called me into the principal's office, and they was like, well, your son, he blacked someone's eye. I was like, good, because when he was getting picked on, I didn't get no calls into the principal's office, and nobody did anything when they was messing with him. But then as soon as I tell him to fight back, now he's in trouble.
In that situation, I remember when Mom told me, she was like, that boy hitting on you, hit him, sock him in the stomach, you know? I remember running home from school, and she was mad at the school. How did she get off of campus? I think I was in the 3rd grade by this time. How did she get off the campus?
Off of campus?
Yes. I was going to Robert E. Lee. They did not have a fence up, and I just ran right home. And she told me to fight him. So I was like, okay, I'm about to fight him. But what about the kids that don't want to fight? Or can't fight, or the kid is bigger than them, and next thing you know, it just becomes one of them domino things to where it's now this kid that's being bullied decide they want to take their own life.
Right. You just gotta teach your kids to fight.
I mean, honestly, if it came down to that, to where I had my kid and they couldn't fight and they couldn't do anything, they just gotta. I'm going up to the school. I'm asking who these people's parents are. I'm contacting their parents. If they're not gonna get their kid in together handled, then I feel like I'm about to fight the parent.
Yeah, I'm about to go here and
it's between me and you now. Like,
Yeah.
that's what I think. If you're not gonna tell your kid about
But
himself,
it's going too far as far as the parents are suing other parents. You know, the story about the dodgeball, the little kid hitting the other kid in the face with a ball.
That was racist.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Motion.
Come on, they're kids.
but it's
they're
like where
playing.
like
Come
you
on.
said, like that type of stuff is learned behavior. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why is your kid this evil? Like, why is your kid where
But
are they seeing this?
There was a story earlier this year, and it was a father who his son was being bullied out in Texas or something, and so what he did is he was like, why is this little kid bullying my son? So he went and talked to the kid and found out that the kid was like didn't have a lot of money. His father wasn't in his life, and so what he ended up doing was taking him one day, because he got suspended from school. He took him one day and he just took him out and he got him some clothes and stuff, and now now the little boy and this man's son are friends. But he was bullying the kid because he didn't have, because he took his cell phone, because I don't have. And he said he was embarrassed, he didn't have money for this. But it's just like, it's always like a lashing out of something. And that was a situation that ended up very, very well. The man actually went and talked to the parent, to the mother, and said, can I actually take him with me and go buy him something? She said, yeah, and it worked out. But what if all parents did that?
Yeah, because a lot of times that's what a lot of people don't realize is all it takes is for the parents to get involved. And a lot of times these parents expect the schools to do everything. Like, oh, well, just did you talk to the teacher? Did you talk to the principal? But like, no, at the end of the day, they only have your kid for a certain amount of time. That's your job to raise this child. It's your job to teach this child. It's your job. Like, a lot of people send their kids to school and they feel like they don't have to do anything but feed them and put them to bed.
But you know, I think it's like a twofold though. Sometimes the parents don't know and the children don't say anything. So sometimes they have a child that just don't talk like that. They're not really as outgoing and they don't tell that they've been bullied. Like most of the parents that I see on the news that talk about their child committing suicide or, you know, their child got jumped and the people end up killing their kid, is that their child didn't talk to them about that. Like they try to hold it
But
off.
that's the thing. That's a parent not talking to their child. Parent letting these devices raise their kids. Sorry.
Cause like, you know, I come home from school and you say like, how was school? You wasn't just gonna let me say, oh, good. What was good about it? You know what I mean? It's like you need to talk about it. What happened to your day? Like I want to hear about your day as if I was with you. Like you know what I mean?
And
like,
they open up more. Like
exactly.
Yeah,
Like
to talk to
you,
them.
it was never. People really say, how was your day? Good.
Right.
Okay.
And
that
I'm
was
not
like
like them doing that.
yeah, like
it's
it's why. What was good
Yeah.
about it? It's like I feel like that's the parent not talking to the kid.
It's the same thing. Like
And
what
then
if
there's unspoken response, like there's silent response that kids give. There's all the situations where these kids committed suicide and being bullied, there were always signs.
Right.
But the parent didn't pay attention. Isolation is always a sign.
But
Always.
that's-
Isolation and
Not eating.
or not wanting
not
to
want to play
socialize.
or
I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I'm sick. You know, all of those things, or just their whole routine changes. They're all signs of
Check
something's
what
not
they're
right.
watching on their iPads.
Yeah,
and
but that's the
computers.
thing. People are letting devices
Don't
raise their
know.
kids.
Right.
Like literally, how often when you're outside do you see a kid on a device, not even looking up? Like
Right.
people pushing their
My
kids in
son,
strollers
yeah,
where
he
the
stays
kid's
on
not
his
even paying
iPad.
attention to their surroundings and they're just
Right.
tuned in to Baby Shark. How many times can you watch Baby Shark and what are you actually learning? But you know what I mean? A lot of times people, they just let these kids just, and now YouTube is on autoplay.
Yeah.
Where
Really?
it's just the next video comes on and the next video comes on and the next video, and half the time they don't even know what the heck they're
But look
watching.
how cyberbullying jumped in on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. Because they're like, hey, Momo?
Momo just jumped
Oh,
in
yeah.
on social media. I mean, on YouTube,
telling
and
kids
your
to kill
watching
themselves.
Baby Shark, and in the middle of Baby Shark, it's like, go do this.
go turn on the stove while your parents are asleep.
Like
All
in
the
the middle of
crazy
Baby
mess.
Shark.
Like, what?
That's crazy.
And a lot of parents still don't know that.
Wow, that's crazy.
That is crazy because I seen that on Twitter, and as soon as I seen it, I sent it to my mom. Like, you need to tell Kai and Taylor because my little sisters love YouTube. Like, they watch YouTube all day. Like, you know, so it's like, yeah, you need to tell her. Tell them.
And then Kai, or my 11-year-old, she watched Momo and she was just talking about it for probably like 3 weeks straight. Like, I keep on thinking about it.
Yeah.
And, you know, I had to pray with her about it. Like, okay, get it out your head. Don't even worry about it. Somebody's being stupid out there. It's the devil.
Right.
And so, you know, like, basically you telling kids
It
to do
is.
all that stuff to themselves. So, but when it comes to home, we could be more attentive to our kids.
Absolutely.
We could follow, you know, look at their changed behaviors, and we can ask them more open-ended questions. When it comes to school, what do you think the schools should do when they have, like, what type of plans do you think they should set in place to help, you know, kids?
Prevention.
And
I
I
think
think they should
prevention-
have counselors for these kids
But that
because
should be a part
they,
of
they already have counselors, but the counselors, they don't do anything. The counselors don't care. They go in, they get their paycheck. Like, but how many kids are actually getting time and attention from a counselor, or actually talking to someone about the things that they're experiencing at school?
When I was
Now,
in
what do
school, they had peer counselors the same age as the kids. Sometimes
Mhm.
kids
I was
don't
a peer
like to talk to
counselor.
adults. I was a peer counselor,
a
so
peer
they need to do that. Get the same age group, and then you will learn a lot what kids will talk about to their peers.
I'm not going to my peer in school to talk to them because
About another
you
peer.
never know.
Never know.
You just never know. Like,
It should be a plan for prevention of bullying. I remember my freshman year of college, they did something and it was sort of like you had to be on campus, you had to be in by 10, you had to stay on the freshman dorm. It was certain rules. We had big sisters, but they also had this curriculum to sort of help you transition into college. And it was sort of like, these are the things to look out for because you're in a new city and things like that. And I think that, and they tell you about different things that can happen. And I think for school systems, they should have a prevention program that all kids should know you have a safe place in case something is going on. This is how you go to your
Right.
teacher. This is how you should talk. They should talk to everyone so a kid who is bullying is sort of knows that's not right. But it should be actually in the curriculum because it's too many kids who are committing suicide, who is too much stuff going on. And I'm like, they're kids. I have never ever thought about in elementary, like, oh my God, I'm being bullied. Like, I used to get teased because I was tall. But I was like, whatever. I mean,
and I used to be like, y'all niggas are little. And literally right after that, nobody ever said anything. I used to be like, look at this little nigga. You're so small, who's short, your mom or your dad.
But, but that
it
sort of
is one
hurts
those,
other
and then-
kids.
but then it comes back to it. If you're starting it, that's the only. I feel like that was. If I was really so like sad about my height and like didn't have as much self-confidence. In middle school, they would have torn me down because
Yeah.
girls are always taller than boys. Like, they don't get tall until they go to high school.
That
So
is true.
I was towering over everyone.
Joss.
Like, I was this height in 8th grade. You know what I mean? So everybody was just like, you're so big, you're so big. And I'm like, you're so little. Like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, you're really little. Like, you know what I mean? It's not me. I'm not the problem here. Like, you know what I mean? Your dad is short. Your dad is 5'9". And so that's going to be your life. That's going to be your life. Like, that's
But you know what? Now that goes back to you're saying that, but you're saying that with confidence and who you
Everybody
are,
does.
and you're so comfortable
Have
with
that.
who you are and yourself.
Right.
So you're like you're accepting of it. And so that's another thing with kids. Parents need to teach their kids how to become comfortable within themselves. You know, so then they can have that confidence to be okay with how they look, how they dress, how they talk. You know, whatever type of swag they want to say they have. Make your kids feel comfortable with being
like,
who they
I
are.
know me. And I know I'm not too big. Like,
But a lot of times too, you don't realize the parents are struggling in these same areas, and so how can I teach you confidence if I don't have any? You know, and that, it's sad, but that's true. And
But that goes to one thing to saying, well, you know what? If I can't help my child in this area, then let me give them someone that can help them in this area.
Exactly.
So I feel like if the parent really is trying to help their child and they really love their child, then they should put something in place, to saying, you know what? I'm weak in this area. I need help. Let me find somebody that can help her or help both us. Help us.
Yes.
I just read a post today, and a woman was saying how her daughter is like really depressed. And she was like, I can't help her, but I'm going to be here for her. She said, because I'm dealing with stuff myself. So I totally see, seeing all this, how it's just like a pattern that just keep on repeating itself. But as far as school, it sounds like we need to do some preventative things. The parents need to get involved, whether your child is being bullied or not. If they're telling you they don't like school, just show up at the school. Be at the school because they'll start liking school more because they see you and their friends see you, and now they're going to associate you with your child, and now now they're going to want to play with your
teachers care more about your safety as well. Because I call my mom all the time, like, okay, first off, this is what this teacher is doing. My mom showed up like, oh, so what happened? And I tell you, like, no teacher would mess with me because they know, like, her mom cares. Her mom will show up, and I will lose my job because she will trip. Like, you know? So I feel like it has everything to do with the parent. Like, no kid should really be getting bullied and nothing is getting done.
I know Jerry made a statement a few days ago. Your child is your jewel. If you treat your child like your jewel, nobody else can ever treat them less than.
Everybody else will.
So when she said that, I was like, duh. Like, Gabby, this boy called her a nigger, 6th grade. The principal didn't call me. Nobody. She went to the bathroom. I gave her a cell phone. Listen, when little Timmy started acting up, call your mom. Who is little Timmy? Whoever want to act up that day. Call your mom. I don't care if they say you can't use your phone, you can't do. I'll be there. Call your mom. She called. Nobody called. I immediately pulled up. She has a mother and a father, and we are very active.
Right.
What ended up happening to the principal? He got demoted because he didn't know how to deal with confrontation. So now he's an assistant principal and not a principal because he couldn't deal with it.
Right.
Well, you're not getting ready to tear her up right at her growing stage.
Right.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
So if a parent shows up, I know you got to go to work. I get it. But ain't no job, ain't no paycheck enough to replace this kid. Because once they're tore up, it is hard to reel them back in. My niece, she was held back. And I remember her being bullied all the time. And she got to a point, she told the principal, don't call my mama, call my auntie. Because she coming, and she coming with something in her purse. I used to always, that's when Medea was hype. I'm like, oh, your auntie got a purse. But the fact that she took it serious, like, my auntie going to show up, and it's going to be a problem. I was like, oh, well, I'm pulling up. I can't let her down.
Right.
I got to pull up. My sister was like, don't you go to that school after the football. I have to.
like that's what she right.
I have to.
Like she expect me to.
I honestly think that's why I grew up the way I did, because my mom was so active.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what,
present.
right or wrong,
Exactly.
I'm there.
Make sure you know.
And I think people don't. Go ahead.
Oh. Because I was going to say, like, literally my senior year, this girl wanted to fight me, and I was like, girl, like, you know, I was in track and stuff like that, so I was like, no, like, this is my year and stuff, like, you know, and I was like, it's just not worth it, so no, like, and it was kind of being, like, it looked as if she was bullying me because I was trying to take, like, the higher road, and so, like, I called my mom and, like, just gave her the situation and whatever. She was like, go to the principal and so that you can come home, so that it could just be a dead issue. So we let everybody know what was going on, So then the next day she came up to me again, and I'm just like, you know, at this point I just have to, we gonna fight. And so I beat her up, and like it was a video of it, and the video got back to the principal, and
No, it got to me first.
Well,
I was at the school first, and they're like, "Oh, why are you here?"
And they were mad. Like they were trying to suspend me from all the track meets. They were trying to suspend me, all that stuff. And I'm like, but I already told y'all the situation. I'm supposed to just let this because I beat her up. I look like the aggressor, but that's not fair. Like you know, I didn't. My mom went up. She went up in that office. I didn't miss one track meet. Right. Not one. I showed up the next day at the next track meet. Like I wish you would. So
no matter that paycheck, no matter her job, she made you important. And that, I think for kids, that is the most important thing, is to know that at the end of the day, right or wrong, my mom or my dad,
it's showing up.
They gonna show us.
Oh, my dad was there too. He turned up too. Yeah. I tell you, I did not miss one track meet. I was like, I wish y'all would say I can.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that fully surrounds bullying. When you think about kids that are being bullied, it's because mom is working here, dad's working here. Got to take care of this, got to take care of that. But what about me? Right. You know? And it's like, okay, well, if I can't get it, to them, sometimes busy or aggression or violence or stuff, that feels like love. So for us, it's looking from the outside, it's like they're being bullied. But to them, this is what I get at home. So maybe it's okay. And then for the ones that's bullying, it's like, oh, well, I'm being attacked, so now I got to attack. Because I got to feel, you know, higher than the next.
It's crazy. Or how parents, why spend all this time at a job that you already probably complain about or you don't like just to neglect your children, and then your children are the ones going to be with you for the rest of your life, and so then you neglect them to leave your job later on in life to still have to deal with your kids that you done messed up. Like, with their issues because you weren't as attentive as you needed to be.
It's priorities. Because I know, like, my mom, she couldn't always be up at school and stuff because she had my little brothers. My mom went through cancer. She couldn't just come up to the school and all that stuff. However, and she had to work because she had to take care of us. Thank God nothing was happening, but my family would come in if they couldn't. But if something was popping, my mom would come up there. But thank God, you know, I had sort of a good high
Brenda
school.
does seem like a pop-off type of mama.
My mom would pop off.
Miss Brenda
is,
she wasn't letting that
push me.
She said, I ain't as saved as Angie.
But that's the other thing. Anybody could be bullied, whether it's you're in the workplace and you're an adult, whether you're a child and you're at school, whether, you know, it's a principal or a teacher. I know Taylin, and Taylin is what, my baby, 9. And she kept on telling me, well, the teacher swiped her booty across me while we were in class. Oh, well, when I raised my hand, she never calls on me. Oh, well, when we went outside, she did this or she did. What? Maybe we will be there first thing in the morning. I told the teacher, I said, so she said that you swiped your booty across her back. She held her hand up and you didn't call on her. I just want to know, like, what's going on. She said that you took her pencils. I just want to talk. I want to know what's going on. She said you took her pencils and you put them in a collective. We share. Well, you need to ask me to bring some pencils, but you don't take my baby stuff that I sent her to school with and put them in a collective box for her to share with everybody else. Yeah, like a community thing. She was like, well, Taylin, do you want your pencils? No, sorry. It's not if Taylin wants her pencils back. Those belong to Taylin, so I want you to give them back to her.
And if you need pencils, so I can go purchase classroom pencils.
I've been bringing them stuff all the time, but don't you ever take my baby stuff?
But there's they do.
So it could go. So you could be bullied. You could be bullied by anybody.
But there are instances and there are stories of kids who have been bullied and they went home and committed suicide because of something their teacher said. And so you're like, what? My teachers growing up really just enriched me. I had amazing teachers, and it's a different generation.
They don't make them like that.
No, it's a paycheck now.
Yes, but
a different era that's coming up. Like these adults are going through it.
It's a paycheck.
It's a paycheck.
Yeah, but you can't do that. If you need to go work somewhere
else. They don't get paid enough for it to just be a paycheck. So you really do need to go somewhere else. Like you're not here.
It should be your passion.
Like teaching really is a passion.
That's it.
But it's so important because you are enriching the lives of children. And if you don't have a love for that and if you don't have a passion for that, then you should not be around children. You cannot not be a good teacher and that's not your passion and your life. Like, it's so many teachers who have just influenced my life that I'm like, if they were
some
mean
that
to
will
me,
strip you.
yes,
How
that is
much
awful.
damage it could have done,
It could
right?
be so much damage, and these are the kids. Like, oh, no one. What if their parents don't care about them? You can say, well, some teachers helped me, my coach helped me.
You hear those stories.
Yeah, you hear those. Yeah, like if it wasn't for this teacher, I would have gave up a long time ago, or I would have dropped out.
I do the best in classes. I want to learn the best in classes and
Yeah.
teachers that show that they care.
And passion.
Because it's like, dang, like I really don't want to let you down. Like I know I can do better than this. But a teacher that's like coming at me crazy and all types of stuff, it makes
I
it
really
gives
want
you a
out
different
anyway,
attitude.
so
Because
I'm
it's like
act
I
up.
really don't even care what you have to say. Like
Yeah.
I know this is only benefiting me, but like I really don't like you. I really don't even want to be here. Like you know,
Yeah.
it gives you a whole different attitude going into the class. Like it's draining. Like
Yeah.
dang, I don't want to come in here. Like
It's crazy.
So, yeah.
It is crazy. I think that when kids are at school and they don't really have friends or they don't have anybody to talk to, that the school should open that up during lunchtime or the independent time when the kids could run free. For those kids to say, here, you could come in here. This is a safe place. You could get on your gadgets. You could read a book. Let me interact with you. If you want to speak about something, you could put an anonymous note in this box. But just have some type of doorway of them being able to communicate without having to sit by themselves and become,
Isolated.
become like a chance of being a victim. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's play the last 5. Everybody have your cards?
I'm always ready to
I
fight.
said I love that idea. That's
Yeah.
so true.
So everybody is, so it is fight or flight.
I'm gonna just leave it like
Fight if you're gonna approach the situation, or flight, you're gonna leave the situation, okay? Okay, so the first one is, you witness a girl being jumped by 4 other girls. Do you fight or flight?
As an adult,
You break it
Hi,
up.
Felicia.
I'm fighting.
Honestly, that's true. I'm fighting because that's out.
Yeah. And it's one of those things to where it's not like you really
I'm not
got to get
gonna
up
fight
in
'em,
there.
but
I'ma
I'm
break
just
it
pull.
up.
I'm gonna break it up.
I'm gonna break it up.
I'm not gonna hit nobody's
I would
kids.
give
I
them
ain't
a
trying
mini
to catch
lesson in
a
the middle of
case.
that. Like y'all really about to sit up here and not run y'all fair ones. Like you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
break it
That's
up
weak.
because
Drink
it's
your
too many.
water and
It's
mind
too
your
many
business.
situations where the
And
kids
that's what I
have
said.
gotten jumped.
I ain't trying to get sued.
Let me tell
break
you,
it up.
I stopped the kid. So I was driving, going by Polly, and the girl was about to get jumped. And I said, now, all you guys want to fight this one person? And I said, are y'all serious? So y'all can have a fair fight. I was like, so this is real cowardly. I was like, so let's do it 1-on-1. So, so the girls was like, nah, she's talking about all of us. I said, well, one at a time, but you're not going to get her all in the same day.
Exactly.
And they was like, no, you should hear what she's saying, sis. Sis, I am old enough to be your mama. Don't you ever address me by sis. So then I was just like, okay. So then I was just like, girl, get in the car. And she was like, no, I'm fine. Get your silly butt in the car before they kill you. So then she gets in the car and I take her home. I said, listen, you need to watch your mouth. Stop talking about people. You don't have a crew to back you up, okay? Unless you got a posse on posse, you need to be quiet. And so, but she can't help it. She can't help it. It sounds like it's just in her. But I took her home and she didn't even want it. Yeah, so basically I couldn't just leave
I feel
it.
like she don't know you, so
I was talking crap. You would have thought they all knew me. You would have been like, who is this woman?
right.
I'm like, look, I'm trying to save a life.
like I'm getting in. Actually, I'm getting in her car.
Yeah.
She knows what she's talking
I
about.
just want to break it up because I've heard about instances where the kids have gotten to fighting and one kid died.
For no reason.
And I'm just like, it's not even worth it. Okay, take a punch to the but not to where they and it's little kids. I don't understand how little kids are dying. So I would break it up. I don't want to fight no little kids, but I would break it up.
but I'll fight a kid.
Okay, next question. So a parent of the bully is being ignorant in a resolution meeting.
I think she need to be popped in the mouth.
We're both getting ignorant.
I'm getting up and I'm leaving.
Because that's
Tell
some people
baby
that only
Jason.
understand ignorant.
You
Where
gonna
my-
see
where my baby at? I gotta go.
now
Where he
you
at?
get to see my ignorance.
You know
Because
what,
I came to try to resolve it.
Yeah.
Now I'm about to meet you where
I
you
wanted to
at.
actually
Let's
come
talk,
in
baby.
ignorant, but I
Let's
didn't.
talk.
But you know, to me, it's one of those things to where you're just like, now y'all see where
he
this is
gets it
coming
from,
from.
yeah.
So it's not too much of fighting. It's like, if y'all don't take this down, she's an adult.
Yes.
We can move
get
this
it.
on out here, you
Right on
know?
out to the parking lot.
But
Hey, I'm fighting.
Edith and her whole flight, you flighting all the way.
Bye.
Okay, number 3. A teacher is picking on your child.
Oh no.
Oh, the
Y'all know
card change, huh?
Y'all know all day. Right? Okay, we all know why.
Wait, that's yours said flight.
Yours said flight, though.
Oh, so y'all already know. Y'all already
That's okay.
know.
That was
Yeah.
given.
And
Mama
you
Bear is not having that.
Yes.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
It said
Okay,
flight.
so a coworker has taken your lunch all week, and now you're pinned.
You took my food?
Oh,
What you doing? Coworker taking your lunch.
co-worker. Oh, we fighting.
You grown.
You didn't touch nothing in the
drank
fridge.
my orange juice? Period. Who drank my orange juice?
Don't touch it.
Period.
We're fighting. Period. Don't touch my
it.
orange.
Don't touch it.
Okay, last one. Your bully has now hit you.
Oh, it's time
That's all we needed.
for the food to come out.
Go ahead and
now,
fight.
you know
oh, you
what?
know I'm. All of these, you know you flight. Look at her.
You know I like
Scary.
lawsuits now. Now it depends on where we
If it's at the job site, I'm falling all the
yeah,
way
I'm gonna
out.
flip over and play.
I'm falling
Oh my God.
I catch you later in the street. We gotta be smart about this.
Yeah, I say all the time. Let somebody hit me in this story fight.
You can
Maybe I'm
yeah.
playing out.
You can
That's
talk
a
all you
million
want.
At the
Yeah.
minimum.
You can talk all you want.
Don't
and
put
I'm
your
like,
hands on me.
but if you swing at me, I am going to swing back.
Right.
And I'm going to pop you.
Is that west side ass?
It's going to be that
Gangsta
west side. I am going to
That
pop
west
you.
side.
If you try to, if you
I'm
come,
just really ghetto.
And big
y'all
hands.
need me. Y'all need that. Y'all need
Get
somebody.
over
I got a little bit of Peter in me.
Hey,
Before he denied
I'm
Jesus.
here about
Before he denied
I'm here
Jesus.
for Peter.
Excellent.
That will be a wrap. Go to if you have any questions about stop bullying or you need any other tips, you could go to stopbullying.com. Or parents, you could take the initiative and you could get involved in your child's life. They do not have to be sad for you to go up to the school. Go to the school, get involved. Go to a couple of field trips, go talk to their teachers, let them know that you are there for them. And that will be a wrap on her wind down.